Mr. Trump, Mr. Biden, sir. I already know Bluebird has said you guys said yes to this about my recovery. About speaking to the ICP members as well as Dax, Hobson, Tom, the InfoWars crew, Ron Paul, yourself and Trump included, because I can help you both with memory issues, PTSD. As you guys see, I'm good at that myself. The only thing I'm not too specialized in is age regression. Not quite my specialty. Far from it, actually, so... I was kind of hoping Mom, Diana, even though it's only a few sentences, she already knows what I want to say. If you could give the voice privilege to her to respond on that account after I upload the link here. Bluebird has to let me. She really does. It's the only way you're going to be able to see that. I mean, I know you're probably seeing this anyway, sir. But even after this election cycle finally happens, and we have a new president, or either way, it's always going to be Mr. President to the next one as an officer myself, even if it's unofficial right now. Even if I don't like the guy, it's still going to be Mr. President or Madam President. That's just respect and class, first and foremost. That's what Morris was teaching me. Which is why when it came to people I respected or elders in general, it was always sir or ma'am. There's something I really need to hear from Diana or Mama, regardless of age regression or not. That's just how it's always going to be. She knows it. But speaking to Triple H and all those other great men, you know, especially Triple H on the WWE part, because I want to work on how the business model and everything is going to work out between all the companies taking half of everything once the MSG WrestleMania is pitched. And I am very good at business. Look who are the men that are around. And even Mr. Ruin himself, my grandfather's best friend, is part of the reason why I have a lot of Shinto practices in me. If it wasn't for Mr. Ruin, even years later after my homie Ed reunited us, his disciplinary teachings, you know, as strict as they were, played a pivotal role, sir. I think he and Bluebird, as well as the other most important women that are around Mama, you know, I think they would agree that I can talk to her briefly and on dummy accounts of the actual that are attached to the 646 number. Well, also talking to the presidents both themselves to disclose the gray part of my family, which is why I'm light-skinned, and there's nothing wrong with my Irish roots. I actually really love the Irish side of my family, just like I love the black side. But I have to resolve that with both of you men. And I know everybody involved would like to help me resolve that too. with what we all accomplished, with the truth that's come forward. I think letting me speak to Mom, even only knowing that she knows what I want. Diana, my mama, it's just this mama, you know? It's just the way it's always going to be with that. Her and I are okay with that. I want to ask her if I could come home. I know I want to. I know I have to wait till after the court's over. But I have to ask her anyway. I thought for a long time she and that family hated me. And it was the exact opposite. She could say what she has to say. If you both can let her. And the rest as well. And if I could speak to the older men in the group, no disrespect to the guys that are my age, but I need older men to look up to. And that's Mr. Un as well. He knows he always had my respect. He was the second father for me. Father that I honestly really should have had. Tito was always a dad for me, yeah. It's just Mr. Un is Mr. Un. No disrespect to the OG Tito. Your family, same with Mr. Hosang. I'm still trying to really just comprehend everything, but if you all can make it happen where I can speak to the other men. I know Triple H has WrestleMania going on, but while he's organizing, me and him could talk business on how all of this is going to play out with the other companies that can have the choice to join, the modern day invasion, which Hunter was setting up for me anyway. So I think it's time me and him made it official. Please, I have to speak to all of them. Bluebird knows who already I want. I have to ask Mama if I could come home. I already know what she's gonna say. Her saying I'm her baby boy in any way she can. And I know it'll be her. While the recovery process is going on. Her saying, like a mom with a son always will be, I love you, no matter what. She can say what she has to say with your approvals. But I have to ask her myself. I already know what the answer is going to be, but it still has to happen. I'm so frightened by everything, She's Mom. The girls are special too. They're my legal guardians and more. We all know how I feel about them. And I know how they all feel about me. But Mom is different. She knows. It's just how me and her always with each other. Please, sir. Both of you and everybody else, this has to happen.